Let us talk about the tragedy of an extremely gifted young lady who was exploited at every opportunity by people who should have known better. Michelle Wie was the newest rising star in golf. At just 13 years old, she was playing in men's tournaments and beating most professionals on the tour. She even did the unthinkable by shooting 68 in a men's PGA event as a teenager. At that age, most of us were playing in the playground. Let that sink in. But what happened to her when she grew older? Why could she never live up to the expectations? Was it the media that crowned her the female Tiger Woods when she was so young? Or did her greedy parents destroy her promising career? When fame and fortune come too early, it often does not end well. Keep reading to understand how Michelle dealt with all the tough issues in her career. Michelle Wie's story begins in the beautiful landscapes of Honolulu, Hawaii, where she was born in 1989 to South Korean parents Byung-wook and Bo. Her parents were both passionate golfers and introduced her to the sport at an early age. Her father, a respected professor at the University of Hawaii and an accomplished golfer, wore multiple hats as Michelle's mentor, coach, and caddy until 2003. Her mother, a real estate agent, was a one-time winner of the Amateur Women's Championship title in 1985. With a club in hand at the tender age of 4, Michelle's talent was undeniable. She was already sending drives 100 yards into the horizon at that age. She outperformed her parents on the course before even reaching double digits. As the new year began, a then 10-year-old Michelle etched her name in the annals of golf history by becoming the youngest to qualify for match play at the prestigious U.S. Women's Amateur Public Links. Her success continued to escalate. At 11, she not only won the Women's Stroke Play Championship, but also triumphed at the Jenny K. Wilson Women's Invitational, Hawaii's most esteemed women's amateur tournament. Her incredible performances continued with victories in the 2001 and 2002 Hawaii State Women's Open by an astounding 13 shots, which underscored her dominance and prepared her for even more challenging competitions. The year 2002 marked a watershed moment when Michelle, on the verge of puberty, qualified for the LPGA's Takefuji Classic, making her the youngest golfer ever to qualify for an LPGA event. She also made a historic semifinal appearance at the U.S. Women's Amateur Public Links. Amidst her academic pursuits at Punahou School, a prestigious private academy in Honolulu, Michelle began devoting more time to golf. In the spring of 2002, she enrolled at the David Leadbetter Golf Academy in Bradenton, Florida. In 2003, at the age of 13, Michelle entered her first major event, the LPGA's Kraft Nabisco Championship in Rancho Mirage, California. Her performance was nothing short of spectacular, with a 66 in the third round matching the record for the lowest score by an amateur at an LPGA major. Although she initially secured third place, a final round score of 76 resulted in a 9th place tie. Nevertheless, her top 10 finish at such a young age was a clear indication of her promising future. Later that year, Michelle went on to win the WAPL Championship, making her the youngest player ever to win the tournament in any adult USGA event. She held multiple records for the youngest player ever up to that point. In the spring of 2004, Michelle returned to the Kraft Nabisco Championship and bettered her previous performance with a stunning 4th place finish. In June, she became part of the youngest squad ever to grace the Curtis Cup, a prestigious 2-day event. Standing 2 years younger than her teammates, Michelle was a phenomenal talent among prodigies. Together, they headed to Northwest England and brought home victory against the Great Britain and Ireland team, breaking a dominance that had existed since 1996. The future looked bright for Michelle, and fans adored her, but controversy soon found its way. The USGA's decision to grant her a special exemption to bypass qualifying rounds for the US Women's Open stirred controversy. Critics argued that such exemptions should be earned, not given, suggesting financial motives from sponsors and ticket sales. Yet Michelle silenced the doubters with her performance, advancing to the second round and finishing tied for 13th. Her spot on one of golf's most elite stages was earned through talent and hard work. These amateur successes opened the door to her professional golf career. In October 2005, just shy of her 16th birthday, Michelle made a bold leap into the professional arena. She secured major sponsorship deals with companies like Nike and Sony, estimated at an astonishing $10 million per year. Her professional debut at the Samsung World Championship in California was marked by both brilliance and controversy. Initially finishing 4th and earning a significant prize, her achievement was overshadowed by a disqualification for signing an incorrect scorecard in the 3rd round. Despite this setback, Michelle's journey was far from over. It was not until late 2008 that she earned her LPGA Tour card after completing Q School. Her efforts were rewarded in 2009 when she won her first LPGA Tour event at the Lorena Ochoa Invitational. Her victory, coupled with her performance at the Solheim Cup, reaffirmed her early potential and contributed to her team's success. Going into the US Women's Open, expectations were sky high. Though she had won several times as an amateur and broken many records, she was still missing one thing: a major championship trophy. Ultimately, she lived up to the hype by winning the most prestigious title in women's golf. Michelle secured her victory with a final score of 2 under, being the only player to shoot under par, and left Stacey Lewis behind in second place. But after some incredible years, the Cinderella story turned into a nightmare. How could such a talented golfer fall from grace so quickly? The answer may lie in poor coaching and management. Michelle's coaching was disappointing. At 13, she was playing golf like a seasoned veteran. By 18, she was playing like a really good 13-year-old amateur. It was not her fault. Too many lessons and too much overthinking destroyed her natural game. Coaches, particularly David Leadbetter, filled her head with so many swing thoughts that it affected her execution. She was no longer swinging naturally. Some also blamed her parents. They were constantly around and did not let her game grow on its own. On top of that, Michelle's body began to fail her. Injuries played a crucial role in limiting her success. After her major win, victories became rare. A wrist injury in 2018 forced her to have surgery and limited her schedule in 2019. Her return during the 2019 KPMG Women's PGA Championship was disheartening, with a first-round score of 84. The emotional and physical toll was clear. Eventually, she decided to take a 21-month break from competitive golf. That period marked significant personal milestones. Criticism intensified, and even public figures like Rudy Giuliani made inappropriate remarks about her. Giuliani's comments about her appearance during a podcast sparked widespread backlash. Michelle responded firmly, reminding the public that instead of focusing on her appearance, Giuliani should have remembered she shot 64 and led her team to victory. Fortunately, this time of reflection led to personal growth. Michelle met Johnny West, son of NBA legend Jerry West. Their connection was magical, leading to an engagement 3 months after meeting in March 2019. They later had an extravagant wedding in Beverly Hills. After giving birth to their daughter McKenna, Michelle returned to the golf course at the Kia Classic, but missed the cut. Eventually, Michelle made the heartfelt decision to retire before the 2022 US Women's Open. With Pine Needles marking her final competitive tournament, she transitioned into entrepreneurship and investment, using her platform to give back to the golf community and beyond. She contributed to launching the Mizuho Americas Open and invested in various ventures, including a tequila company, Casa Azul, fitness brand Tonal, AI firm Sportsbox AI, and the Los Angeles-based TGL franchise. Now, Michelle is no longer in the spotlight. The most recent news came in January when she put her mansion in Encino, California, on the market for $6.5 million. It seems golf did pay off for Michelle Wie.